Have you ever felt you were in a situation where you wanted to make some changes, but just felt like you couldn't get any traction? You started something, and after a while, after the wild enthusiasm, when you started, it faded maybe after 24, 48, 72 hours. And then you find yourself slugging it away and at some point then giving up within the first 7 to 10, maybe 2 weeks. Well, I've been there too, and you're not alone, because most people, when they start things, find it very difficult to sustain them. So I want to give you a couple of things that I've learned along the way that has really sustained me in making positive changes in my life. And it's really answering very specifically 2 questions. Number 1, my why. Your why has to be so compelling, so clear, so strong that it'll motivate you through the difficult times. So about 2 years ago, I'm just past the 2-year anniversary of having a heart attack and quad bypass surgery. And I remember as I was after the heart attack and was stable waiting for the surgery, just had to wait about a week. I had to really dig deep and what it's going to be a long journey on the other side. It's going to be a challenging journey, but I need to know my why. As I looked and talked with my wife, as I talked and connected with my 3 sons, but more importantly, even my 5 grandchildren, I really began to dig deep and go, that is the reason I need to work hard. That's the reason I need to make some changes. That's the reason that's going to drive me forward when things get tough. And usually you find out your why is not so much about you as it is about other people. And once I discovered that my why is about others, everything changed. And then number 2 is the specifics. You need to really drill down on the specifics. What exactly am I going to do? Am I going to get healthy? What's that going to look like? Because my doctor told me 3 things that I just needed to do. I needed to lose some weight, I needed to exercise regularly, and I needed to change my diet. And it was going to be significant for me to do those 3 things. So what did I do? Number 1, and this was key, I began to track everything that I did. When it came to my diet, when it came to my exercise habits, when it came to everything that was involved in my new health going forward, my weight, having to weigh myself all the time, was a huge thing, because what we track, what we monitor, is where we're going to see progress. And so on my phone, I have some apps. I track everything I eat. Did it this morning. My exercise, doing it today and tonight when I exercise. Tracking is so incredibly important. Number 2 is accountability. I have a hard time being accountable myself, so I know that. And what did I do? I found a coach who I could be accountable to. And every day he wants to know, what's the exercise look like? What's the eating look like? Huge change. And a huge change in what the numbers are showing, my weight, my stamina, etc., because I have accountability. Number 3 is to make sure you repeat the process. Repetition leads to mastery, but it's repetition with correction along the way. And it's really key to correct things when they get off. Don't have 2 bad days in a row. That's the key thing. If you're off track, you get back on track. And don't have 2 bad days in a row. So it's that repetition every single day. And I track it in my phone every single day. And number 4, the 4th thing that I do is I celebrate when there's success. Not all the time, but I celebrate when there's success. And I don't compare myself to other people. And those 4 things, if you can do those 4 things, discover your why. It has to be clear. Make sure it's specific. And in those 4 areas of specificity, you have to track it. You have to have accountability. You have to be able to repeat and repeat till it becomes a habit. And that usually takes from 21 to 66 days. So just know it's going to take some time, and don't compare yourself, and celebrate along the way. I know in making changes, you want to get better, and you will. And just some things that I've learned that are really helpful. Be blessed.